Hello everyone. If you want to work abroad or if you want to study in a countries like USA, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia and New Zealand where a majority of people are speaking the English language. So for you, IELTS examination is essential for visa process as well as migration documentation. So let's go. In today's session we will discuss everything about the IELTS test. Hi, I am Sandeep Barge. I am working as an assistant professor at Honorable Annasab Dange College of Engineering and Technology, Asta. Now we will move on to today's session. Here is the outline of today's session. First, we will discuss about what is IELTS. Then we will discuss what is the difference between TOEFL examination and IELTS examinations. Then we will discuss test modules of IELTS exam. Then we will discuss actual test format of IELTS exam. And uh, at the last of today's session, we will discuss how to prepare for IELTS test in a short way. What is IELTS? IELTS means International English Language Testing System. It is an international standardized test of English language proficiency for non-native English speakers. This test is basically designed to assess or evaluate the English language ability of people who intend to study or to work where English is the language of communication. In the world, there are five major countries are core Anglosphere countries: the United States of America, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, where a majority of people are speaking the English language. If you want to work in such kind of countries, then you must have to crack IELTS exam, which is essential for visa process. So, IELTS exam is very important for you. Now we will discuss about what is the difference between TOEFL exam and IELTS exam. The TOEFL, that means test of English as a foreign language, and the IELTS means International English Language Testing System. These are the two most widely accepted tests to clarify your English proficiency. The TOEFL is commonly used as an entrance exam at universities and graduate school. This is mostly used for academic purpose. The TOEFL offers only academic English. If you want to study abroad, you must have to complete IELTS exam. The IELTS offers both an academic module as well as general test module. Now we will discuss about the partners of IELTS exam. IELTS exam is jointly conducted by British Council, IDP, that means International Development Programme of Australia, and University of Cambridge. These three organizations decides exam pattern, exam dates, exam centers, locations, fee structure, etc. In IELTS exam, you will have two different modules are available. One is an academic module and second is general training module. Now we will discuss what is the difference between an academic module and general training module. See, if you want to study at undergraduate or postgraduate level, or if you want to take higher degree, or if you want to work on a research project, or those seeking professional registration, they then you must have to prepare academic module. And if you want to migrate or if you want to live in a English speaking countries for job purpose or living purpose, then you must have to complete IELTS general training test. Now we will discuss band score structure in details. If you got 9 bands, then you will consider as a as an expert user which has fully operational command of language, appropriate, accurate and fluent with a complete understanding of all LSRW skills. If you got 8 bands, then you will consider very good user, which means you have fully operational commands of the language. Then if you got 7 band you will consider as a good user which has fully operational command of the language along with occasional inaccuracies. If you got 6 band you will consider as a competent user which has generally effect to the command of the language despite some inaccuracies or some misunderstandings. Then like this they marks all bands. They marks remaining bands like 5 band modest user, 4 band limited user, 3 band extremely limited user, 2 band intermediate user, and 1 band non-user which has no ability to use the language in daily conversation. Now we will discuss IELTS test format in detail. First, listening test. For the listening test, you will have 40 minutes, 30 minutes for listening pre-recorded audio tapes and 10 minutes to transfer your answer on given notebook or booklet or answer sheet. You will have questions like this multiple choice question, table completion, flow chart completion, match the following, summary completion, sentence completion, etc. Each question has 1 mark. There are 4 sections in listening test. Section 1 is conversation. Section 1 is conversation between two people set in everyday social context. Section 2 will be monologue in everyday social context. Section 3 will be conversation between up to 4 set in an educational or training context, and section 4 will be monologue on an academic subject. Now we will discuss about uh, which skills assessed by examiner during listening test. They assess or evaluate your active listening skill. You must know the crux of the conversation through these audio clips. You know the opinions, attitudes, and purpose of the speaker. During listening test, you know the factual meaning or actual information about that conversation, and the main check your ability to follow how ideas develop in the conversation. Now we will move forward. Next test format, which is reading test. For reading test, you will have 60 minutes and questions are 40 questions. You may have questions like match the following, identifying information, identify a writer's views, summary, table completion, chart completion, etc. In reading test, you will have 3 sections are in the order of difficulties. I am already mentioned that IELTS tests are 2 modules. One is an academic module and second is general training module. In reading test and writing test, you will have different context for these 2 modules. In general training module, now we will discuss academic reading test. For academic reading test, you will have authentic text which is taken from well-known book, journals, magazines, or newspapers. These tasks are basically written for non-specialist audience. The text range of IELTS reading text is descriptive and realistic. It may contain non-verbal material such as diagrams, pie chart, flow chart, etc. For general training reading test, there are 3 sections. In general training module, the reading test tasks are quite simple as compared to an academic test. In section 1, it contains 2 or 3 factual text topics are related to our day-to-day life experiences. In section 2, it contains 2 factual text focusing on work-related issues, and in section 3, it contains one longer or more complex text on a topic of the general interest. All texts are authentically taken from notices, ads, company handbook, books, magazines, newspaper, or financial documents. Through reading test, they may assess your reading skill, how you understand given content thoroughly. In the given content, there are two types of ideas: general idea and main idea. You must know the difference between these two ideas through your reading test. They may check your ability to grasp the logical argument in the given content and the writer's opinions. You will have to understand or recognize an attitudes and purpose of the other in given context. Now we will move forward. Next text format, which is writing test. For writing test, you will have 60 minutes. There are two tasks. You will have to write at least 150 words in task 1, which is related to formal or informal or semi formal letter writing or paragraph writing on given pie chart, graph, table, like that. And in second task, you are required to write an essay on given topic, at least 250 words. In academic writing, in academic writing test, you will have to you will have a table, pie chart, graphs, diagram, or one statistical table. You have to write detailed description about that graph or picture in at least 150 words. And in second task, you will have to write an essay in response to point of view, argument, or a problem. Your essay writing is not less than 250 words. For academic writing, you must have to follow word limit. Your responses for these your responses for these both tasks should be written in a formal style. In general training, reading test also, you will have to task. For this task, candidates are presented with a situation and asked to write a letter, and that letter may be personal, semi-formal, or informal in style. And in second task, you have to write essay in response to a point of view, argument, or problem. In this essay, this essay can be slightly more personal in style than academic. In writing test, they may assess your overall writing skill. That means your appropriateness, your content, then your organization of ideas, then your accuracy, your vocabulary skill, and grammar accuracies. Now we will discuss our last and very important task for you in is speaking test. You will have only 11 to 15 minutes for speaking test. There are three parts, which is face to face interaction with examiner. in this part 1 in this part 1, introduction and interview. In this part 1, you will have to give an interview with examiner. In second part, they will provide you one task. In second part, they will provide you one task card. You have to select one card and think on that topic which is mentioned in the task card within 1 minute, and you have to speak on the topic at least 2 to 3 minutes. And in last third part, this is two-way interaction or two-way discussion with examiner. Examiner asks more and more questions related to the topic on part 2. These questions can give the candidate an opportunity to discuss more abstract issues and ideas. In speaking test, examiner assess your skills, like a wide range of speaking skill is assessed, including the in speaking test, examiner or evaluator assess your overall communication skill. A wide range of speaking skill they assess. They may assess your communication skill in day-to-day life topic or experiences. They may assess your ability to speak at length, using appropriate language, and organizing ideas coherently. Following major skills. they assess during speaking test. First is fluency or your command. Fluency and your command over the language. They may check your talking about a natural rate without causing too much effort for the listener. Then your vocabulary, how you use words during conversation, then your grammatical range and accuracy, and your uses of pronunciation during interaction. Now we will move on the last section of our presentation. Now we will move on the last section of our presentation, how to prepare for IELTS exam. During test, make sure you are ready to demonstrate your English, whatever skills you have in the English language. You have to demonstrate that knowledge during test. Then second thing, familiarize yourself with the test format for the test. You must know the format of test, whatever we discuss now. Then you must know the question pattern, which is helpful for you to demonstrate your knowledge. And third thing, consider your enrolling in a part of preparation course to improve your performance in the test. There are so many free apps are available on internet. Check it and upload or install applications which is helpful for you to develop your English communication skill. That's all about IELTS exam. Thank you very much for watching my video. That's all about IELTS exam. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to like and share my video. Thank you. Thank you very much.